Hey, good morning, YouTubers. If you're like me and you like to tow travel trailers and jet skis and boats and your 400-pound ex-wife, you're going to need some type of brake assist. You can't tow something huge like this, which is about 3,000 pounds, and expect everything to stop on a dime with using just your car's brake system. And if you do, it's okay. You could go slow, but you're going to be wearing out your brakes a lot sooner than the time span that it's expected to last, right? So every time you step on your brakes, you're braking for your car and you're braking for anything that you're towing, and it's not good, especially when you're going downhill. So what we're going to do today is we're going to add a brake booster. So my friends at Curt shipped me a brake booster and adapter plug, and it's going to be, I think it's going to be one of those easier installations because your Lexus GX460 is commonly already pre-wired for a brake booster, okay? And I'm going to show you what to look for. Your trailer is already going to be pre-wired with a 7-pin plug just like this, right? And one of these pins is going to be for your brake booster. It's just not hooked up because even though your car is already pre-wired for a brake booster, it doesn't have a brake booster controller. It's an aftermarket item. You're going to have to buy it and wire it to your car. So luckily, Lexus is already pre-wired, and we're going to show you the components that's going to be needed in order to hook this up. You're only going to need two components, and they're fairly cheap. Okay, so every travel trailer has a 7-pin plug. We are going to show you where the 7-pin plug goes to in the back of your car. Now if you take a look at the back of your car, this is your tow hitch receiver right here. This is your 2-inch tow hitch receiver right there. You follow your car to the back, to the left side of it, you're going to see your 7-pin hookup right there. And I'm going to show you where it is. It's on this side right here. If you look behind this little cap, you pull off this cap and there you go. And there you go. There's the 7-pin male plug right there that you plug your travel trailer into. Okay? It's already pre-wired. All you have to do is hook up that cable that's coming out of the front of your travel trailer or your jet skis or your boat, and you plug it into here. And it should already be wired to your travel trailer. Now if you take a look to my travel trailer, most travel trailers already have a built-in electric brakes right in here. So whenever I step on my car's brakes, it will send a signal to my travel trailer's brakes to brake at the same time as my car's brake. So we're going to be using both brakes to brake evenly. Now if you go take a look inside your glove compartment or your center console, Lexus has provided you with an adapter for you to hook up to your brake controller harness somewhere inside your car, and the other end is to wire up to your trailer. But the thing with this is you're going to have to look for all of these connections, and it's not good if you don't know anything about electrical work, right? Or how to do this yourself. So let's go ahead and set this aside, and I'm going to show you a way easier process to do it by. So my good friends at Curt sent me a brake controller kit. And the good thing about this is the brake controller is universal to any car, but they also sent me an adapter, a wire harness. It's a quick disconnect for Lexus GX460, okay? This part number for this brake controller is 51110. I don't know what the part number for this quick disconnect is, but I will provide you the link inside the body of the description. Okay, I'm going to show you why this is such a good thing. Remember how Lexus gave you this and you're supposed to plug this somewhere inside your car? Well, if you take a look at both of these plugs, they're identical. So we're going to take the Curt adapter, their quick disconnect, we're going to plug this white plug somewhere in the car. And guess where this black part goes to? So let's go ahead and take apart your brake controller unit right here from Curt. And if you take a look at the other end, conveniently, it's another black plug, and guess where it goes? Right in here. It snaps together. There you go. See that? Brake controller. This goes to your Lexus plug somewhere in the car. We're going to look for it, okay? It also states that the owner's manual will tell you where the location is. I wasn't able to find it. But if you're able to find it, good for you. Go to your owner's manual, starting with page 170. It'll start talking about toter trailer specifications and hookups. Okay, so this brake controller right here, we're going to install this somewhere in the car. Curt does give you a bracket to install it with right here. Bracket and screws and whatnot, but I don't think I'm going to screw any holes into my plastic dash trims or anything like that. I am most likely going to apply Velcro and stick this somewhere so I can take it off if I ever do decide to sell my car and I don't want to leave any holes in my dash. Okay, so right here you got some levers right here. You also have a lever right here. Not exactly sure what it does, but you have an LED screen. And the LED screen is going to show you bars, just like your cell phone. 1 bar, 2 bar, 3 bars, 4 bars. The more bars it shows, it's actually telling you how much power is being applied to your brakes. And I believe this right here is your settings for your brake pressure. To the left is low, all the way to the right is higher. So you can actually drive your car and step on your brakes. If you don't want your brakes to be slamming way too hard on your trailer, you can lessen the power right here. You could just keep on lessening the power, and you can see the power distribution bar go to work every time you step on your brakes. Okay, so you can just play around with this once this is all hooked up. Okay, so if you ever want more specs on this thing, you can go ahead and read up on it on their website. But the product is called the Curt Venturer. Okay, Venturer. Okay, all right, let's go ahead and go to the car and hook this up. Okay, first things first, we are underneath our steering column right now. We got 1 Phillips screw right here. We're going to take off counterclockwise, remove this screw. Let's set the screw aside and let's go ahead and pop this panel down here. It's all clips right about now, just pop it down. And let's go ahead and take a look underneath here. Okay, before we install this to the car, we're going to need some way to cover up these wires. So go ahead and measure the length of this wire, and you're going to cut off the same exact measurement from this loom right here. This loom is going to be underneath your car, so you're not going to really need this loom. You can go ahead and use 3M black tape to cover this up later on if you want, if you need to, but I'm just going to grab a razor blade right here, cut the original loom. Just make sure you're not cutting into the original wiring. Okay, so let's go ahead, and what is about this? About 1 hand length. So we're going to go ahead and cut off 1 hand length of this loom. Cut it right there. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I'm just too lazy to go to the store and buy extra looming. And plus, I want a really nice clean look when I route this inside my car. Wherever these wires are going to be routed to, because this part is going to be showing somewhere on the dash, right? And the wires are going to be running somewhere behind your dash onto your controller, and you're going to need to hide this part, and it just looks better. You don't want a messy install. So once you loom this up, what you're going to do is you're going to tie both ends, preferably take the end with the brake controller and do that part first, because that part right there is going to be showing the most. So what I do is I take the part with the wire. I can start right there, and I'm going to go ahead and start taping onto the loom. This prevents the loom from slipping back and forth, right? So what I want to do is I just want to go ahead and just tape the ends. I don't have to tape the whole entire thing, just tape the ends. It's not going to go anywhere once you tape the ends. Just like that, and you are done. There you go. Let's go ahead and take this to the car. Next, you're going to have to decide where you want this. Originally, I was going to put this on top of the steering column, but because we have telescopic steering column that goes back in, it's going to push up against this, and it was going to be a bad idea. So the next part was I was just going to put it right here. It's got to be accessible for you to adjust your brakes whenever you need it to. So it's got to be in reach access. Okay, so I was going to put it right here and run this loom underneath the dash. Okay, I'm not going to run it inside of here. I'm actually going to run it down towards my leg. So about right here, and what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sticking Velcro tape on the back of my control unit, just like this. Stick Velcro tape on there, and the other part of the Velcro tape, I'm going to put it right here. Okay, so in order for you to do that, you're going to have to do a good cleaning job. Right here, I'm going to take alcohol. I'm going to go ahead, get a paper towel, get some alcohol going. I'm going to clean up the back real good. Okay, and I'm going to find out exactly where I'm going to stick this on my dash right here, because I don't want to go ahead and clean the whole entire thing with alcohol, my plastic. Okay, because the reason why is because it's going to cause discoloration. If you ever do decide to take off your brake controller, I'm not going to take off my brake controller. I'm going to keep it with the car, whether I keep the car or sell it. So it doesn't really matter to me. But for folks that might consider selling the car one day, and if you remove this or if you remove the sticker, it might cause some kind of discoloration on your plastic with this alcohol. This 99% alcohol. I'm doing a really good job of cleaning because I know there's a lot of oil and slick on this plastic dash because I detail my car every 2 weeks and I put a lot of gunk and solutions on here. Okay, so let's go ahead and let it dry. So once it dries, I'm going to take the two pieces of Velcro, I'm going to stick it together. I'm going to start it off with sticking it together, and I'm going to go ahead and peel off one side of the Velcro. I'm going to go ahead and stick it on the back of my brake controller, dead center, right there, dead center. And I'm going to go ahead and peel off the other end, and I'm going to go ahead and stick it on there. Right here, center it really good. There you go. Now we're going to go ahead and find the other end of where to plug this. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and disconnect it for now because I don't want to keep moving my wire loom while I'm trying to look for the plug down there. So let's go ahead and disengage it real quick here and just leave that alone. Okay, so let's look for the other end of this white harness somewhere underneath here, and I believe it's right above your kick panel. If you follow your kick panel, if you look up, you're going to see a white plug that looks just like this. This is the male side of it. You're going to find the female side of it somewhere in here. Okay. Okay guys, I already hooked it up. I wasn't able to show you on camera how I hooked it up because there's really no space to bring a camera in there, but I'm going to show you right now. Okay, the black portion of this is going to go to your brake controller that you already put on your dashboard. The other end, which is the white plug, is follow me right here. Here's the kick panel. Follow me, follow me, follow me, and right there's going to be a white female portion plug that you're going to plug your male portion into. It's right behind your white fuse box right here. You just plug it in. Once you plug it in, the rest is really easy. When I said easy, I meant easy. I'm going to go ahead and take my black plug right here. I'm going to connect it to the other end of the black plug. I'm going to go ahead and take this and go ahead and stick it on the Velcro. And pretty much the rest, I am going to go ahead and this is really good to have, guys. Tie wrap, tie straps. You go to Home Depot or any hardware store, you buy these things, and all you have to do is just tie up all your loose wires underneath. Okay. Okay guys, here's the finished product. As you can see, every time I step on the brakes, you see a green light. If this was actually attached to a travel trailer hooked up, and if I was stepping on the brakes, it would actually give me extra bars depending on how much brake is applied at my travel trailer. Since I have nothing hooked up to my travel trailer right now, it's just giving me 1 bar, right? So this is proof that it's working. I can't wait to hook this up and try it out. All right, thank you for watching, guys. Peace.